This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let it pop it through the posts.
Fielded in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
At the 47-yard line.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 44, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tanyan with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. But they kick it here, and it's good.
Panthers 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards.
Carolina.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 yards on the pickup. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Panthers 3.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
The kick is
And he's able to put it through.
makes the score Panthers 10, Packers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the stick.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
25-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Bridgewater on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
For Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run now with Dillon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
13-yard line.
Second and 12.
Here we go. Here we go.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
But credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big connection on that one. 43 yards. Flush to his right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
With the score.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 24, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cornelder. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 11-yard line.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. To throw, Bridgewater. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Packers 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Bridgewater now. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain.
That's the end.
And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Number 50, hey, you block over here. Number 50, hey, you block over here. Single.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man. Equinemius St. Brown. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They run once more with Dillon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And goal.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
56. Mike, 56 right there. You ain't going nowhere. Over.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Fourth down and goal.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Rodgers. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
25. Panthers 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Dillon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, When the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Green Bay, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.